Awesome. We're live now. We'll get started in just a minute. I know people are just starting to jump on, and we have about a 60-second delay from what you guys are seeing to what we're actually saying. So I'm going to give it just a minute. If you're jumping on, thank you. Lacy, I'm going to have you go ahead and mute yourself since I'll kick this off for us tonight. I always feel like we need some like introduction music. We need to find like a theme song for our team. It's like that silence. Do, do, do.
Mm-hmm.
Awesome. So I'm going to go ahead and get started. People can always just watch the recording if they missed anything here in the beginning. But I'm going to go ahead and bring up some slides for our presentation tonight. If you are somebody that does not know who I am, my name is Annie Graves. I am the founder of our team, Team Ultimate Inspiration, and I am a one-star Beachbody coach. I am a Success Club Legend All-Star, which means I've hit Success Club 24 months straight since I've started coaching actively. And I'm excited to be presenting tonight with one of the coaches on our team, one of my coaches, Lacy, who's from Canada. I'm here in the United States. So just to kind of give you guys a little bit of background, I'm going to go ahead here. Thank you for joining us. I'm going to present this. Awesome. I'm going to check something here. There we go. Okay, good. So what is Beachbody coaching? This is what we're going to be talking about tonight. But first, we just want to share a little bit more about ourselves, where we came from, how did we get to this whole coaching thing. Lacy, can you, I don't think that you're muted. Sorry. Good, cool. You know, how did we get to this whole coaching thing? So that is what we're going to share with you tonight. My screen is going all funky for a second here. So where I come from. So I come from a family of 4 of us. This is a picture from when I was like a senior in high school, I believe. So a ways back. And this was one of the last Christmases that all 4 of us were together. And the story behind that goes that my brother, obviously the guy in the picture there, he was in a car accident that following January. So this was Christmas of 2004. And in 2005, January, at the end of January, he was in a car accident. And he was always my biggest supporter, my biggest motivator. That person that taught me how to drive a car, all of that kind of stuff. So he always told me that I was meant for more, to not just set my standards low and to always be reaching for more and to be helping people. And with that, I knew that I was meant for something great, but I really didn't know, obviously, at the age of 17, 18, what that meant. So for me, I knew I wanted to help people. It's something that I've always been very good at, passionate about. And I went to school. I started off at Western Michigan University to get a bachelor's degree in nursing. And after my first semester, I had this like aha moment that I'm way too relationship based, that I could never face helping somebody and then having them leave shortly after. I like to have relationships with people. So right away I went back to the drawing board and was like, what else can I do that's health related that will help people? So I decided to become a dental hygienist. I still got my bachelor's degree in interdisciplinary health services, but I also went on and became a dental hygienist. I just always enjoyed going to the dentist. I went through braces when I was 18 years old, and it made a huge difference in my confidence, just having a smile that you felt good about smiling. And so I wanted to be able to help other people feel good about their smile. And also that is about the time where a lot of research was coming out about the oral and systemic health of people, how that your oral health relates to your overall health. So that's really how I got into that. And otherwise, I was actually just thinking about today, my other passion that my brother told me I was meant to do more of was I really wanted to go to cosmetology school. I love playing with hair and makeup. I've been that way since I was like 4 years old. Fashion, hair, makeup, all of it. So that was always kind of something in the back, but that's not where I ended up. I always had this family history of diabetes, heart disease, obesity. I have celiacs on both sides of my family, which is a gluten issue. And because of all of that, I always was very into my health and fitness. I was always in the best way that I knew how. So I would go to the gym when I was in college. I joined Weight Watchers. I was following the point system, but I really wasn't eating healthy. When I reflect back on it, I was eating a lot of prepackaged food where there were points on the container, a lot of sodium. I was still eating ice cream every day because I saved the points for it, things like that. But I maintained my weight, which was like the only thing I focused on. And I always wanted to be able to prevent those genetics that run in my family and to help stop and end those from continuing on when I have kids and so forth. So it was something that I've always been very passionate about, going to the gym, trying to eat healthy. But again, I just really didn't know what that all meant. So in college, even though I thought I was eating healthy and I was going to the gym and doing a bunch of cardio to keep my weight down, I was also going out a lot. I had just gone through my brother's passing. I went through a really bad relationship breakup, a long-term relationship. I started going out and drinking a lot with my friends, my roommate, going out dancing, partying. I would skip meals to save those points for late night eating, like at Burger King, or drinks at the bar. And I just was really unhappy. I never diagnosed depression, but I was super depressed. I would sleep all of the time. I was just doing what I had to do to get by. Totally not healthy looking back. But in my eyes, my weight was maintaining, so I looked at it as healthy. Then after college, I got my job as a dental hygienist. I moved to Grand Rapids, about 45 minutes away from my family, and had my dream job. My mornings, though, were super long at work. I went to work at 7 a.m. and I didn't get lunch till 1, sometimes 2 o'clock in the afternoon. So super long mornings. And I wasn't a breakfast person. So I was leaving the house at 7 and not eating till 1 or 2 o'clock in the afternoon. And this was really catching up with me. I was noticing my hands shaking a lot. I was noticing that I was getting really lightheaded, dizzy. All of these things that I shouldn't be having and that I had never experienced before were really catching up with me. And that's when I met my coach, who recommended Shakeology to me. And I had already started working out with a coworker doing Insanity in the basement at work after work and sometimes on our lunch hour. So I was already really doing Beachbody workouts, and I was like, okay, I'll try it. And honestly, that Shakeology came home with me, and it sat on my kitchen counter and then in my cupboard for about 3 months until enough was enough. And I asked my boyfriend, who's now my husband, David, to help me make it, because I didn't ever make a shake before, and I was a really picky eater, and I didn't think I would like it. I was very hesitant about it, but I knew something needed to change. So he blended up Shakeology, chocolate Shakeology for me, and back then the mix was a little bit different. It's even better now than what it was before. This is about 4 years ago, and I fell in love. The first sip, I was like, this is good. I can actually do this. So I went to work, and I was like, okay, what's the cheapest way to sign up? And how can I do this? So I signed up with a challenge pack, which is Shakeology plus a program, and I ordered Insanity since I was already doing that with another coworker. And I signed up as a coach right away. And the reason why was I wanted to get that 25% savings on Shakeology every month. I was already living paycheck to paycheck. I was in a big city with an apartment all by myself, living so much paycheck to paycheck and in credit card debt from college. So I knew how important this was for me, because I felt like I was going kind of in this downward spiral with my health. So that's when I started joining my coach's accountability groups and getting support there and seeing other people working out and posting about their food. And my coworkers were very into health and fitness, and so they were helping me learn how to eat healthier. Then I started to have a lot of stomach pains that would shoot into my back. And it all just started to appear as I was eating out more and more with my husband. We were dating at the time, and that's what you do when you're dating, is you go out to eat, right? So I was going out to eat several nights a week, and this huge pain kept coming in my stomach to the point where I would have to call off of work or they would send me home because I was in so much pain. And my doctors did all type of tests trying to figure out what was going on. They did CAT scans, ultrasounds, they did blood work. You name it, they did it, and had several different diagnoses that finally they came back around and said, you know what, it's just IBS, go home and take Miralax. And I was like, whoa, like something's going on here and we need to get to the bottom of this. So that's when I decided to order my next program, which was the Ultimate Reset. It was so that I could just get healthy from the inside out once and for all. And I will tell you, it's another thing that sat on my counter for about 3 months. I ordered it in the beginning of summer and I didn't start the program until that fall when I actually saw a picture of myself. And it was our engagement pictures. We had an engagement party and I looked at myself in those pictures and I was like, I don't even know who that person is. Who is that? That's not me. Like I had put on some weight. And for me, only being 5'1", 10, 15 pounds was a lot of weight. So I decided that weekend, I was like, I'm going to do the Ultimate Reset. And I opened the package, I looked it all over and I was like, oh my gosh, this food is different. Because I was not very experienced in the eating world. I was very plain Jane, meat and potatoes type of a girl growing up. So I said, you know what, I'm going to do it. So I did it. And what I found in those 21 days, which this is my first ever transformation pictures that you're seeing there on the left-hand side, the day 1 and then the day 22, was I took that day 1 photo and I literally looked at it and I cried afterwards because I was like, I have never looked like this before. What is going on? Like, how have I not noticed this? And I noticed throughout the Ultimate Reset that my energy was coming up. I was always a hit the snooze type of person, and I was no longer hitting snooze. I had energy. I was like going through the house cleaning like a maniac, like cleaning the baseboards, cleaning the windows. You name it, I was doing it. My energy was so high. I was so excited just for that. Got to day 22 there and took my after photos and put it side by side, and I was just like, oh my gosh, not one day did I work out over these 21 days, and I look amazing. Like there's so much changing and I have this energy, and I lost 12 pounds in those 21 days. And this was the point where I was like, you know what? I need to start paying this forward. Plus I was engaged, had a wedding to pay for. So I was like, hey, if I can just make a little bit of extra money helping other people while keeping myself more accountable and paying this forward, how awesome would that be? So then fast forward a year, I took a progress photo and really kept all of that weight off. I just completed yesterday the Ultimate Reset for the 5th time. I do it twice a year typically. Just keep my body in a good place from the inside out to get rid of all of those toxins. And this is really where my coaching started more of as a hobby. So really with coaching, it has helped me to become happier. My husband notices it. My colleagues when I was working noticed how much happier I was, how much more positivity I had. My family has noticed it. My friends have noticed it. I feel it. I no longer just feel like I'm going day to day living life. I'm healthier, like I said, from the inside out because I am getting all of those nutrients that I was not getting before. I really don't eat fast food anymore. It used to be a daily thing, and now it's probably once or twice a year when we're on the road traveling or somebody else does, picks it up, that we eat anything that's somewhat fast food. But I also have more confidence from just surrounding myself with positivity, doing personal development every day. I love my personal development. That's really where all of this kind of connects all together. And I've been able to create my dreams. I've been able to, in the last year and a half, 2 years of really coaching and moving my business forward and building a team and helping as many people as possible, I've been able to leave my full-time job as a dental hygienist. That work is based off of what you put into coaching, but I was able to replace my income and be able to stay home and spend more time with our fur babies. We have 2 Yorkies. I'm able to spend more time with my husband because he has retail hours. He works for Costco wholesale. So we were never seeing each other. And now I get to work my schedule around when he's working. So that freedom to just do what I want and to be my own boss. Why I love being a coach really comes back down to the health. Just being healthier and having that extra accountability. Having my challenge groups that I host monthly helps me to be surrounded by new people every month who are excited and motivated to get healthier. And it helps me to recommit to my goals every single month as well. To end those genetics, everything that runs in my family, to be able to put an end to that once and for all, for my happiness, our future for when we do start a family, our future for being able to have that freedom to spend more time together and to travel. I was talking to one of my therapists today that I'm seeing, and I was telling them how I get to go on at least 4 trips a year right now between coaching and personal life. And never in my wildest dreams would I imagine that I would be able to do that right now. The friendships, being able to meet these wonderful women from all across the United States and into Canada. I talk with them daily. So if you do join our team, you should expect that you're going to get to be our best friends very soon. But I also love helping other people. Like I said before, I'm still very passionate about dental hygiene, but coaching helps me to be able to help even more people and to make a difference in this world. So next, I'm going to introduce Lacy. Lacy, like I said, she's one of the coaches on our team. We met through Facebook just over a year ago, and she is an amazing person. She is from Canada, and she has 2 cute little kids. She is an Emerald coach on our team, and her team is growing like crazy right now. And she is going to share more with you about her story. Lacy, are you there?
Can you hear me?
Now I can, yep.
Okay. So about me, like Annie just said, I have 2 babies. I have a girl and a boy, 2 and 3. I'm from Canada, and I'm a single mom of those 2 babies. I work full time as an X-ray tech at the local hospital. It's pretty small, but still keeps us very busy. When I started, I was very unathletic as I was in high school. I played on pretty much all the high school sports teams. Then I went to university. I got my degree in radiography and did that pretty easy and laid back. And all through the while, I had started to gain weight. And when I got pregnant, I ended up having a miscarriage and a pregnancy and a miscarriage and a pregnancy. And I went from being heavier after I had the kids than when I was actually pregnant with them. So it's been a struggle to try to start to get my life back. And with the separation, I got depressed, and I was definitely a emotional eater, which kind of spiked me up to my heaviest weight that I had ever been, which sucked. You can go to the next one, Annie. So, and that's kind of where I was. So I guess it's almost 2 years ago, is when I kind of hit my rock bottom, and I was just alone, but I had so many people around me, and it was just getting to a point where I was depressed and eating my feelings and thinking, and I was trying to come off like everything was fine, and it just was a little fake. So I started to try all kinds of fad dieting things, pills here and there, tried to really watch what I was eating, and that didn't really work because I was still eating whatever I wanted, just not as much of it. And tried to find something to get me back on track to feeling the way that I knew that I could again. So this is a picture of me, my little guy, when he was, I think he was 8 months maybe. And it just was one of those pictures, was the only one I could find on Facebook before I started coaching. And my Facebook was filled with the kids and not me, which was not good, I don't think, in the way I wanted to be perceived, I think. Go to the next one. So I've been coaching for a year, which is crazy because I didn't think it was that long. I started with 21 Day Fix, which was great. But the best thing is I have so much more energy, and I feel like I'm the old me again. I have all these girlfriends that I never had before that I talk to, like Annie said, daily. There's other coaches on the team that I talk to. I check in with my own coaches now, which is pretty exciting that I have a few coaches under me to start building my own team. I'm making better life choices with everything in my life, not just fitness and nutrition, but standing up for myself and being my own person again. which is great. And it makes me just high on life with everything that's going around. And I feel like myself again for the first time, which is amazing. And where I'm going, like I said, the Facebook picture thing, when I realized that that was the only one that was on there for almost 2 years, was pretty eye-opening because I thought I was a pretty positive and outgoing person, and I'm definitely not disappearing in my Facebook now. I always try to include all my kids and everything, but it's nice for it to be me and not them because it's not theirs yet. So for coaching, I've never paid an internet bill since I started, which is great. All my coaching money has paid my internet bill, and it's paid for my Shakeology that I go daily, today, twice a day, just to get the energy and get the nutrition that maybe I skipped at a meal that day or other things. And the networking with friends is really my favorite part. I get to talk to all kinds of amazing people and add all kinds of new people to my Facebook and to my network and just meet people, even local people that I never would have met before, which makes me set goals to meet new people and grow my team and have more amazing females and males and whoever wants to join in with weight loss and with fitness and just having a good time and connecting, which happens more and more every day. I get to meet all kinds of new people, and the way that my body is losing weight now, maybe I'm not at my goal where I want it to be, but it doesn't matter now. The number isn't as important as it was before. Like this picture, I actually was probably a month ago now. It doesn't seem like that, but I was the same weight in both pictures. But working out and doing fitness has changed the way I feel in my body, which makes clothes fit better and you feel better about everything. And I'm 8 pounds away from my first goal weight, which is pretty crazy. So hopefully by the end of my anniversary month, I'll be down there. And I'm going to Summit this year with all by myself to a foreign country. And I get to meet all these great people that I've been talking to daily. So there's some great goals, hopefully, that I get to hit very soon. I guess that's good.
Yeah, awesome. Thank you, Lacy. I always feel like I get to learn a little bit more on these live broadcasts with the coaches on the team about who they are and where they come from. So thank you so much for sharing. So next I'm going to get down into some of the nitty gritty about who is Beachbody, what is this coaching thing about, and, you know, talk about some of those common concerns that people have. So who is Beachbody? Beachbody is known for their #1 at-home workout programs. You see the infomercials on TV, you see us posting our workout pictures and maybe videos of our workouts. Beachbody created P90X, Insanity, and Chalene Extreme. Those are some of the core programs that people used to think of. Now when I ask people if they've ever heard of Beachbody, they think of, like Lacy said, the 21-day fix or Insanity Max 30 or Hammer and Chisel or Size. So we have all kinds of programs in supplements and clothing and a skincare line. We also have Shakeology. Like Lacy said, it's something that she drinks every day, sometimes twice if we need it. I've been on Shakeology for 4 years now. It's something that I drink pretty much every single day. In the beginning, and when I was more of just a hobby person, just using it at a discount, there were times where I would miss when I was on vacation. Now it comes with me on vacation. We have workout apparel and supplements, such as the Beachbody Performance line is something that I know myself and Lacy both use every day to help with our workouts, to help us power through those workouts, to help us recover from those workouts, to stay hydrated, to help promote lean muscle, all of that amazing stuff. And it's clean supplements. It is not filled with the dyes and all of the garbage that some of the other products might have. Beachbody rewards and gives incentives and gifts to not only their coaches, which is amazing, but also to their challengers, to the customers who are signing up. When customers complete a program, they are submit their before and afters. They are sent a gift, usually a tank top, t-shirt, or a shaker cup. So that is pretty exciting, as well as they then go into an opportunity to win cash money. And they give away money daily, weekly, monthly, quarterly, and then annually, two grand prize winners. They do a male and a female. Like I said, Beachbody has their TV infomercials. You go flipping through the channels on your TV and you will find PIO, Size, 21-Day Fix, Turbo. So that's all stuff that Beachbody does for us as coaches. So they have independent coaches like Lacy and myself, or the coach who referred you to the call tonight on our team. And what Beachbody decided to do was, instead of putting their products out on the shelves in stores, was they started to have these customers having amazing results, and they were posting about it, and they were forming these little community groups. And they decided, hey, why don't we have these independent coaches who can help coach one another and help people and get the word out there and reward them, instead of giving this to the stores and having them benefit. So right away, they also give, when you sign up as a coach, your own coach website, which we'll talk about as well. So that's pretty awesome. You don't have to go and spend all that time and money creating a website. So like I said, there are fitness programs like crazy, pretty much something for everyone, whether somebody is looking to get help on their nutrition, whether somebody needs a beginner program, whether somebody wants weights, whether somebody wants to do a workout that's 22 minutes because their life is super crazy busy. There's something literally for everyone. We work with all types of people, and it's really fun to see everybody come together in the challenge groups and help support one another and on the team as well. So what is Shakeology? That is a very common question I've been getting a lot of lately. So I've been sharing more on my Snapchat about this, but Shakeology has over 70 superfoods in it. So healthy ingredients all in one glass. And then again, for me, this was something that was like a no-brainer. I needed this because I also never took, a multivitamin. So it has over 23 vitamins and minerals all in that gut. It has helped my skin. People are always commenting on my pictures about my skin, and I relate it back to Shakeology. My skin didn't used to look like this when I wasn't on Shakeology, and before I started drinking it every single day, dedicated, I still was having breakouts. And if I would do good for a while, my skin would clear up, and then I skipped a few days, my skin would start to break out because I wasn't getting the proper nutrients. And it has helped my digestion. It helped with food cravings. It's low on the glycemic index, so it's awesome for people with diabetes. It promotes healthy hair, skin, and nails. My nail tech and my hair people, whenever I go and see them, they're like, oh my gosh, like your hair is growing like crazy. I went from going like every 10 weeks getting my hair done to every 6, because it's just massive hair growth from all of those nutrients. So who are coaches, right? Coaches are just people who love health and fitness, or maybe you're just working on your own health and fitness and want that extra accountability. I can say for me, I struggle with nutrition still to today. I love food, but I love to work out. So there's that balance that goes there. And again, our challenge groups that help support us. My challengers help me more than I feel like I help them. They help motivate me. We're always working on our own health and fitness journey. As you heard Lacy talk about, she's 8 pounds away from her goal weight, which is amazing. She has done awesome over the last year and never has given up. We want to help others, just basically inspiring. We're not here really to be salespeople at all. That's not what we focus on. We're here to help inspire and motivate others and to form relationships. We're not always at our goal weight. We already talked about that. For me, I'm not at my goal weight, but we focus more on how do we feel and what are we feeding our bodies more than anything else. We are product of the product. We all do the workouts every single day. We all drink Shakeology, or we drink the Performance line, or we're using these products as well. So we're not just saying, sign up and get this, or sign up and be a coach. We're in the trenches with our coaches and our challengers every single day. We're just real people. I mean, you basically see us in our good times and our bad times. You see our before and afters. You see our struggles through our posts that we do. We're just real people. There's no fake in it here. We just want to change lives, like we talked about, both of us. Like, it's just something that we want to help pay it forward, what we have gotten out of the programs and Shakeology that Beachbody has to offer. We want other people to feel as good as we've been able to feel. So what we are not, like I said, we are not salespeople. Of course, there are some things that go on behind the scenes with getting people signed up, but we don't focus on sales. We focus on helping people. We are not fitness trainers. There are coaches who are fitness trainers or nutritionists or personal trainers even, but you do not have to be any one of those. Lacy and I are neither one of us are we any one of those three things. But what we do is we help people find a fitness program based off of their needs and wants and a nutrition plan based off of their needs and wants to help them get results. And Beachbody 100% guarantees results with whatever program and Shakeology that they pick, or it's a money back guarantee. So that's pretty awesome too. We are not a pyramid scheme. So when I think of a pyramid scheme, what I really think about is corporate CEO, where you have your boss above you and you can never make more than what your boss makes, right? With Beachbody coaching, my goal is for my coaches to do better than me. I want to see them succeed. I want them to grow faster than what I was able to grow as a coach, if that's something that they want. I want to be able to be their cheerleader there for them. And so with Lacy, I am always cheering her on. I'm always checking in on her. I'm checking to see how she's doing with her health and fitness. She is my friend more than anything. And I remind my coaches of that every day. Like, they are my friends. And I mean, I'll check in on them just to make sure they made it home from a snowy drive. Like, that's just what we do. We're, like I said, a people business. We're here to motivate, inspire, encourage, and support one another. We do not sell, we share. So we share our journey. We share what we're doing. We share the program. We share about our life. When I go on vacation or I got married, I share about everything, about the holidays with my family, date days with my husband, about our puppies, all of that kind of stuff, because that's who I am. And that's what I even posted about before coaching, but I was a lot more negative because I was not happy in life. So why are Beachbody coaches and Beachbody in general special, right? So not only do we help people find a fitness program where most people think that the results come, but the bigger thing then is nutrition is 80% of where our results come from. So we help people find that nutrition plan, like I said. Then we give them the support, our one-on-one support as their coach, plus the support of that accountability group, a private group where they get to help one another and to share their struggles and to share their triumphs. And that is where success is really found. That's like the secret sauce. But we get to help other people every single day. We are always talking to people behind the scenes, whether it's work, through Messenger, through emails, on the phone. We get to help others, not only local to us, but all across the country. How awesome is that? We're special because we provide that fitness that you don't always get with other companies. We're special because we focus a lot. You can ask my team about personal development. I think every time I jump on a team call or jump on a call with one of my coaches on my team, I ask them about personal development, especially if somebody's struggling, because personal development has made such an impact on my life that I know that when I struggle with personal development, I struggle with my life or with coaching or with my health and fitness, and it's all correlated back to that one thing. We're special because we focus on that financial freedom. So since becoming a coach, we paid for our wedding. We have paid off my credit card debt from college. I've been able to leave my job. Now we're paying off our cars and saving for our dream home. And at the same time, we're still traveling. We're not restricted at all. In Beachbody, I'll talk more in a minute about how that traveling comes into play as well. We're special because we do host those accountability groups. We don't just tell you to sign up and get something and then walk away. We are there with you every step of the way to help you through your program, to push you through those days where you just don't feel like working out, or maybe you splurged on a piece of cake for your birthday and you're feeling guilty, and we just say, hey, it was one day, today's a new day, and you deserve to have a piece of cake for your birthday if that's what you want to do. But today's a new day and we're back on track. And we're special because we also have coach trainings, which we'll talk about in a minute, but that is something that you don't always get with every team and every company. So with that, these are some of the transformations from within the team. Some of the coaches have gone further. This is an old slide for us, actually. We need to update it. But we have so many more transformations within the team. These are just a handful, basically, out of the dozens and dozens and hundreds of transformations that we have had, not only on the team, but also with all those people that we're helping. Typically, on average, we're helping about 100 people a month on our team from our coaches helping people. And that's amazing. If we didn't have a team helping people, I would not be able to help 100 people. And that's the way that I look at my team, is I want to help my team be successful at helping people so that we together can help more people with their health and fitness. So a common question is, how is it then that you help, or how do you earn money? You know, you're doing all this work, you're posting, you're doing your workouts. All of that really is for us. The earnings really are just a bonus on top of building these relationships and helping people get results. But we do earn a 25% commission from all of our sales that we do have when people sign up with us. Then that creates a residual income. If somebody signs up and they fall in love with Shakeology and they decide to order it every single month, that is a residual income. If somebody is a program junkie like myself and like to have every single program under the sun and do them all, then that's a residual income for yourself when somebody continues to order things as well. There's also a way to build a residual income with your team cycle bonusing. So every week when we get paid, there is, once you hit your first rank advancement, which is signing up 2 coaches, then you start team cycle bonusing, and that can actually grow bigger than your own commission. As your team starts to grow, then your income starts to grow as well. Then there is the option qualifying for quarterly bonuses, and quarterly bonuses are obviously paid quarterly, and those you start getting once you've hit 2-star, where you have 2 diamonds on your team, and that's paid quarterly based off of what the company is doing as a whole. You get a percentage for that. Then there are free trips and trainings. So with that, free trips, I have gone on 2 trips already with Team Beachbody, all paid expense. I went last year. I took my husband with me, and we went to Cancun, Mexico, to an all-inclusive resort and hung out with thousands of Beachbody coaches, and Cool Report was there and did live workouts, and all of that was earned just by helping 5 people every single month for that whole year beforehand. And then this year, I just got home last month. I took my mom on a cruise with Team Beachbody. And again, it was all earned. We even had an upgraded room with a balcony and got extra spending money for on the trip so that we could, you know, buy souvenirs or go out for a special dinner or go on an excursion. As well as Beachbody provides training. So every single week on Monday, Beachbody has a call for us where they bring on one of the top coaches from the team, or they bring on one of the trainers to talk about a new program that's coming out and to give us that training for free. It's part of just being part of the Beachbody coaching family. So what all do you get when you sign up as a coach? Right away, one of the things that I love is you get that website that I talked about earlier, which is where your customers can go to sign up to get their products, their programs. You can send them a direct link so they don't even have to deal with the website, which is pretty awesome too. Right away, you have an online office within your website, which is where you can see your customer signups, your coach signups. You can see who's ordered what. You can see the customer leads. Beachbody also provides coaches with leads, which are people who see the infomercials on TV, or they go onto the Team Beachbody website and they just sign up without having a coach like Lacy or myself, and they just order something. They're assigned to coaches like us. You get to have that 25% off discount on anything that you order. So our Shakeology is 25% off. Our programs are 25% off. All of it is a discount. So on average, you're saving over $200 a year as a coach. You get to grow a business or just get the discount, which is awesome. I have gone through every phase of coaching. I went from that discount coach. I was a discount coach for about 1.5 years. Then I became more of that hobby coach while I was planning our wedding and kind of dabbling with coaching, to going all in. And now I work from home full-time as a Beachbody coach. You get the savings on Shakeology like I talked about. You know about upcoming new programs and specials before everyone else is a coach. So there's a new program coming out in July. There is a new flavor of our performance line coming out this month. There's so many exciting things that Beachbody is not backing down. Like, they have things that they're still working on that we don't know about, but we get to hear about it first. Like we said, we have the free trainings, trips. You get support from our team. We have team calls and webinars every single week. So you get the calls from Team Beachbody on Monday, and then on Wednesdays, you get a call from our team with training as well. Like I said, we talked about the customer leads and Shakeology leads. You get to build a team, which equals that team cycle bonus and quarterly bonus as well. So what do you get from our team? You are going to get the support like we talked about from your upline coach, from myself, from all the other coaches on the team. We've really become a family. You get the accountability for your workouts, for your nutrition, the accountability to your coach. If you say, Coach, I want to hit these certain goals this month, then you have that coach there to support you and to motivate you and to keep you on track. We also focus on the personal development, of course, like I talked about, financial freedom, the trips, mentoring, trainings, and then internships. We have a new coach internship every single month that's 2 weeks long. You can do it at your own pace or you can do it along with a group, and that really helps you to learn the basics about what you're going to do with coaching. Like I talked about with the rewards, you can earn the trips. There is also monthly prizes that Beachbody Corporate sends to us for hitting Success Club, which is helping 3 people every month. So they send things like a selfie stick, Shakeology cups, Shakeology aprons, all kinds of things. We always are doing fun little prizes within the team for the month as well. You get one-on-one trainings with celebrity trainers when you go to things like the trips at Cancun, and when I went on the cruise, we had celebrity trainer workouts, as well as Summit, which Lacy mentioned is our big conference in Nashville, Tennessee at the end of July. Then we'll also get to work out with the trainers as well. So we've come to the end really, and the question now is, well, if I'm interested in this, how do I sign up? First of all, contact the person who referred you to the training tonight. The thing that we want you to know is there is a website coach monthly fee, basically of $15.95. That first month when you sign up, it is waived, it's free, but after that, it is about $16 a month for your coaching monthly fee. And that covers your website, it covers Beachbody handling all the products. We don't have to keep anything on hand with us. When people order things, it comes directly from Beachbody, so they handle all those customer service things. So $15, $16 a month to me is a no-brainer. I know people who spend hundreds of dollars every single year for their websites. There is a startup fee of $39.95. You can ask your coach how that can be waived. Very rarely does a coach pay that sign-up fee because you can get it waived, which is a no-brainer, right? Get that fee taken away by getting products and programs. And if it doesn't work, there's no penalty for canceling. You can cancel at any time. There's no contract, no obligation. If you say 3 months in, like, hey, this isn't for me, or something came up with financials, you can always cancel. Our goal is to be able to help you and support you and not have to come to that. But of course, Beachbody and ourselves put it out there that you are not stuck doing this if it's not something that's going to work for you. So that is the end there. I know we had a question already that I saw earlier today. I'm going to go ahead and stop this screen share about, well, what if my friends and family really aren't interested in this? When I sign up, is there a way to find new people? So right away when I started, that was my same thought process, was my friends and family aren't really going to want to do this with me. I hope that maybe I can inspire some of them. But what I did was I right away started a business like page through Facebook, and I started posting my workouts and things there. And you can actually, this is just the way that I did it, was you can run ads through Facebook. So I was adding new people to my like page every single day by running an ad, and you can choose how much. Like, I think I did $1 a day back then, so it's like $30 a month. But you don't have to do that. You can just do $1 a day for 5 days and then stop it. You can do it however you want, but I do trainings on that. Another way is Instagram. Another way to find new people is through referrals. I get referrals, and I will ask people if they know anybody else that wants to join us in a group when they're getting signed up, because it's always easier to do this sometimes when you have your friends and family on board with you. So usually when I ask somebody when they're getting signed up if they know anybody else or who else do they know, they usually give me a handful of names. In the last week I had somebody who actually gave me 45 names. She had a whole list of people, and I was like, oh my gosh, this is awesome. So there's always ways to find people, and there's trainings that we do on that as a team. There's trainings that Beachbody has done on that. So it's something that we focus on right away from the beginning and that we talk about in that 14-day new coach internship as well. So if anybody else, we'll stay on for a few more minutes. If anybody else has any questions about coaching, if you want to post those in the event, that would be awesome. I'm going to go there now so I can see. Lacy, do you have anything else that you want to add at all? I'm going to unmute you. I don't see any questions yet. We'll stay on just for a couple minutes. Thank you everyone who jumped on as well, or if you're listening to the recording. We're always super excited to share this information with you guys. Awesome. Well, I'm not seeing any questions come up, so we'll let you guys go. Thanks again for jumping on with us, listening to our stories and our passion with coaching, and we hope to hear from you guys soon. Again, go ahead and contact your coach that referred you to the training tonight and let them know what you think. Thanks, guys.